Next question is, what's your favorite spot at Purdue?
The ARC.
The Arc.
The cultural centers?
The ARC, of course.
I guess I should say the ARC.
I think one of the spots that I like is that intersection between Chauncey and State. It's where a lot of restaurant and hangout place. People just walk by, and it's very alive kind of area, and especially at the nighttime, and with a lot of students there. That's one of my favorite places.
My favorite spots at Purdue is the Beering Fountain or Lope Fountain, because that's a place I often go with my family to enjoy water and play at the fountain.
I don't really leave my house often. I like the libraries. I really like, I really like the libraries because they're really quiet, and I kind of like being surrounded by books all the time. So, yeah.
So one of my favorite spots is Correct, obviously, and just a horticulture garden by the Sherman Center is a really nice spot, and Walk, I would say, is my favorite spots.
So I really like the Union. My first memory of being at Purdue was staying at the Union Club Hotel back before it was renovated, and I ate dinners at Pappy's. So that's, I guess, my favorite spot. I really enjoy the Bell Tower, the Lavaza coffee shop in Marriott Hall, and the Hicks Underground Library, among other spots as well. So I feel like Purdue's campus is pretty nice.
I really like the Lavazza coffee shop that is in Marriott, I believe. I also really like to hang out just like around the engineering fountain. I like all of like the trees and stuff.
What is one word you would use to describe yourself and why?
I would say that I'm curious. I almost went with honest, but I'm more curious than I am honest. And I think just because, like, I don't like not knowing. Obviously, I can go without it, but my curiosity usually, like, overtakes me. So I'm always, like, pushing myself to see what else is out there or what else I can learn about something. So, yeah, curious is a good one.
Well, I use to describe myself as a smiley person. I like to smile, and I think that when you smile to yourself and to other people, it kind of bring warmth to their heart and to my heart. I think it's something I feel like if I can give, smile to everyone every day, and just see that brightness in their eyes, I think it's the most joyful thing in my life.
Guess like I'm pretty organized.
So my name is Manabu, which is Japanese for learning. So I would use the word learning to describe me, as I love to learn new things and just learn about different topics in general.
One word I would use to describe myself is open-minded. I try to keep a clear head and be non-judgmental when it comes to new experiences, meeting new people, and just learning about things what I didn't know about previously.
Why I would describe myself as organized? Number 9. What is one word you would use to describe each of your coworkers and why?
Diplomatic. I think he can express himself, his idea very well, eloquently, and also like very clearly, and I like that.
Definitely friendly, very friendly.
Warm, because I think he brings warmth everywhere he goes. Whenever he talks with students, when he approaches faculty, I think he's a really good people person, and he thrives in many different kinds of environment and always brings that sense of professionalism in everything that he does and makes people feel welcome. So warm.
He's always so great with like interacting with new visitors to the ARC and giving tours and just, yeah.
Fashionable because he's always getting the latest fashions and he's always on top of the trends there.
Personable because when you first meet him, he's very friendly and very welcoming. I feel like you're kind of drawn to him because he's very engaging and he like tries to bring you into the conversation as well as just kind of make you feel welcome in the space. So I would definitely use personable for him.
Coffee, as her conversations energizes the staff members at the ARC.
Insightful. So me and Kathleen have had a lot of like deep conversations where I have discussed my points of view and she would either give me a counter or like give me more information about what I'm trying to say. So we've had very like good conversations back and forth and I genuinely enjoy those. They make me kind of more introspective at the time and I feel like hopefully I've offered some insight to also help her be more introspective as well.
Speedy Kathleen, which is, you know, she is very, she do things very quickly and sometimes just like a mind reader. You haven't even asked her and she already, you know what you are asking.
Organized. I think she and I have a mind language. Oftentimes before I even ask for something, Kathleen is already prepared with that particular data or that particular report and ready to present. So she's very organized.
Kind.
Playful. Yeah, Denny is so funny and it's very sweet and yeah, like I don't know, I wouldn't expect it. This is very unexpected for me, but yeah, he's very playful in my opinion.
Very patient, I think. He's just willing to do whatever is needed at the ARC at all times, and he's just always very
Caring. I think because of his profession as a professor in Indonesia and also his interest in mental health and well-being, I often find him, conversing with students, asking how they have been doing, and I really like how he cares for students who come to the ARC.
patient. Like, no matter what the ARC needs of him, or like needs him to do, like he's always just very, I don't know how to say what I'm trying to say.
A battery, because he powers through lots of different tasks.
Very hardworking. I feel like he's just always very committed to anything, like any tasks for the ARC, like no matter what it is, even when it was like rearranging the furniture in the basement and handling the spiders.
Kind.
Knowledgeable. It's somebody who seems to know a lot of things, and he also sounds like he keeps learning to know about things.
Innovative, because in trying to plan our programming, he often presents to us new innovative ideas, especially now that we are on a virtual programming. He keeps experimenting and coming up with the best ways to carry out our programming.
Like an onion, many layers. Just kidding. He would be, I'd say he's pretty knowledgeable of like issues, even though like he probably doesn't think that he is. I think that he teaches me a lot about things that I didn't know about. Yeah, he just knows a lot about a lot of things, and I enjoy having the conversations of like random facts with him as well.
Creative. I'm always very excited to see what the next event that he'll like create for the ARC is.
Kind.
Very driven, because, you know, she knows what she wants for the ARC, she knows how we should probably get there, and she always pushes us, like, she motivates us to be, I guess, the best version of ourselves at the ARC, and do what we can for the ARC. So it's very easy to work for her, because I feel like, you know, all my hard work, all my efforts are going towards something that I can actually see where it's going towards. So yeah, I'd say driven.
Generous. She is always excited about helping people in any way that she can. I really admire that.
B, because she's always buzzing around, working hard, and doing great work. So producing the honey, which is the result of the ARC.
Energizer, just as somebody who just has a lot of energy and can do a lot of different things, multiple tasks at the same time. I feel like that's something I admire from her.
Kind.
And yeah, so Gwen, unforgettable, because she works tirelessly behind the scenes to get all our production things going, as well as on our social media. So kudos to her.
Talented, because Gwen is talented in different areas, not only in engineering, but also in performance arts and media. And she has been using all of those for her work at the ARC.
Clever. Everything that she says is so funny and so like intelligent. It's hard to explain, but it's always really great to be around her.
She just have a lot of ideas, is very creative, has a lot of energy. I think either ideas or creative, so you can choose one of those words. I can choose either one. So yeah, she just have a lot on her minds, and I think that's why I think she just, I don't know what's in her mind. I think just a lot of ideas. Just stop there. Just stop right there.
Okay. When you were in elementary school, what did you want to be when you grew up?
I really wanted to be a storm chaser for like the Weather Channel. I was super interested in tornadoes, so that would have been a cool job.
Oh, I know. So I wanted to be...
So for me, I wanted to become a Pokemon trainer. I remember during that time, that's when I first started to learn about Pokemon. It was in first grade. I got Pokemon Fire Red, and I was so addicted to it. So if you ask first grade up to like probably 5th grade me, I would have said Pokemon trainer pretty confidently. And to this day, if I had the choice to become a Pokemon trainer, I honestly would still do it.
I want to do something in like the arts, so whether that be like writing or like singing and dancing. I was very drawn to the arts. Like I loved being in the plays, I liked performing, I really like performing. So I really wanted to be like a entertainer, or, you know, behind the scenes. I liked pulling the strings too. So more recently it was more like film, things like that. So yeah, I love Broadway, as you know from previous videos. But yes, I wanted to do something in like the performing arts.
I think I remember in the 5th grade, the teacher asked me, you know, what do you want to be? And I said, I want to be a civil servant, like a public servant at the time. And I thought it was like a very nice kind of career. But then when I came home, I remember I told my parents about it, and they're like kind of laughing at me because it seems like that's some kind of career that they never thought that I would come up with. And I guess to them that's like I think they might be expected more of me than just being a civil servant. I don't know why, but that's my pick of career at the time.
So as I mentioned earlier, I really enjoyed history, even from an early age. So I wanted to be an archaeologist. But I realized a lot of the cool things that were happening were in Egypt or Babylon, which is in modern-day Iraq, which is really hot and desert-like atmospheres, and I really don't like the heat that much. So I realized that maybe archaeology isn't the route for me to go. So I decided to just stick with the academic studying of history, which I really enjoy even now as well. And besides being an archaeologist, I also wanted to be a card designer at some point, as I really enjoy drawing, and I thought it would be really cool to be part of that community of engineers and makers. So those are two things that I wanted to be when I grew up. But I'm really happy where I am right now in higher education. I'm working with students, but I'm not sure if this is where I'll be forever. But I'm also looking forward to what I'll continue to be as I grow up.
That concludes the questions for this challenge.
I hope you enjoyed our responses to your questions and keep following us for more content like this.
I hope that you learned new things about the ARC staff that you didn't know but needed to know. And I hope that you please click the like button and subscribe, probably down here.
So have a great week, and we will see you next time.
Goodbye.
Take care.
Thank you for watching.